Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in today's journey, we are now at Bethel Town in the parish of Westmoreland. We are heading towards Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Now, we brought you an interview earlier this morning with a gentleman. We had promised to interview his spouse. Now, that interview with the spouse is coming up shortly. You're gonna hear exactly what this lady had to say. Also, you're gonna want to hear who she is blaming for what happened. Stick around. That interview is coming up shortly. We brought you a story yesterday and we told you about a 3-year-old named Kamal Williams. He was shot and killed. We had said that Kamal was a female. Our apologies. Kamal was a prince. He was a boy. Our sincere apologies. Now, that piece of nastiness on your screen, his name is Sheldon Brown. Sheldon, he is 26 years old and he is said to be a DJ, meaning he is said to be a disc jockey. Now, Sheldon, he couldn't have picked a better occupation, that of being a DJ, cause DJ is also the abbreviation for Dirty Jankro. Not all DJs are Dirty Jankos, but DJ is also an abbreviation for Dirty Jankro. Now, we had carried some stories about that DJ. We played what his mother said. And we also told you about how he was arrested by the police. The DJ, he has now been officially charged by the police. He has been charged for committing that act. Yeah man, that R act against his 5-year-old sister. Happily, his 2-year-old niece, she was checked and she is intact. So Sheldon the DJ, yeah man, that DJ, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. Now, we carried a story on Wednesday, March 30, 2022. We told you about an incident that took place the previous night on Tuesday, March 29th, 2022, about 9:30. We told you that an incident took place at Breadfruit Tree Lane at Jane Marks in the Froome Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. We told you that a lady, she's in her mid-20s. She was amongst a group of persons at a shop at Breadfruit Tree Lane when it is said that this lady, she went somewhere near to the shop to urinate. While she was there urinating, it is said that a youngster named Papa, who is well known to this lady and other persons in the community, he walked up to her and started a conversation, telling her how her something look fat. Are you picking up? Yeah man, this lady was urinating. The lady, she would have none of that conversation with him, so she responded to him accordingly. Papa, who we are told is usually seen in the area with a gun and firing shots, he decided that based on how this lady responded to him, a style she styled him. It is alleged that Papa, he brandished a gun and squeezed off one bullet, hitting the lady on the right side of her head. He then made good his escape in the area. The police were called and they rushed this lady to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital where she was treated and admitted. Luckily, she survived the attack and she was able to tell the police exactly who it was that shot her. We are told that the police, they carried out several operations in the area, but Papa, he was not held. The heat, it was getting too much for Papa. So on Tuesday, April 19th, 2022, we are told that Papa, he attended the Savannah Lamar police station in the company of a lawyer where he surrendered to the police. He was subsequently charged by the police for 1, wounding with intent, and 2, illegal possession of firearm. Now, Papa's correct name is Ian Wright. And guess what? Papa, he's only 16 years old. He will be celebrating his 17th birthday in July of this year. So Papa, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. Now, we are learning that an incident took place yesterday evening, Thursday, April 21, 2022, about 7 o'clock. This incident, it took place at Barbary Hill. Now, Barbary Hill, it is just outside of Lucy in the parish of Hanover. We are learning that a man, he's in his mid-40s and he's a contractor. He lives in the parish of St. James. We are learning that this man, he was driving his Toyota motor car. He was heading home. Another man was also in the car with him. Well, we are getting conflicting reports right here. One of the reports we are getting is that a silver Toyota Axio motor car drove up beside this man's car. The second report we are getting is that a motorcycle with one man aboard drove up beside the car. However, whichever it was, shots were fired into the car that this man was driving. The hoodlum or hoodlums then made good their escape. It was then realized that this man, he was shot. He had received gunshot wounds to the right side of his abdomen and his right hand. He was assisted to a nearby hospital where he has been admitted in a very serious condition. At the time of recording this video, we hadn't gotten any update on his status. But if anything changes, we will be updating this story. But let's hope that this man survives. We are told that when this crime scene was processed, 7 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the like button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Also, yesterday we didn't carry any birthday greetings on PNL Vlogs TV. Later on today, we'll be carrying the greetings for yesterday and today. So stand by for that. Now you're gonna want to listen this story to the very end. Trust me when I tell you, it is very, very interesting. Now, on Thursday, January 27th, 2022, a man named Adrian Lawrence. He was 25 years old and he was a chef. He lived at School Hill District in the parish of St. Mary. It is alleged that Adrian and that man on your screen, his name is Ricardo Sudlow. He's popularly called Rick. Now, Rick, he's 41 years old and it is said that he lived at a Kingston address. It is alleged that both Adrian and Rick, they got into an argument along the Thames River main road in the parish of St. Mary about sometime after 3 o'clock that Thursday, January 27th, 2022. Our information is that this argument was about parking space. The allegations are that Rick, he told Adrian, watch what go happen to you. Me I go for me gun and come back. It is alleged that Rick, he drove away. Now, Adrian, he didn't take Rick serious because 40 minutes later, he was still in the area. The allegations are that Rick, he returned to the area. It is said that he brandished a gun and opened gunfire at Adrian. Adrian, he was killed on the spot. Rick, it is said, then made good his escape. So the St. Mary police, they listed Ricardo Sudlow, popularly known as Rick, as wanted for the murder of Adrian Lawrence. Now, we are going to get back to that, but we are going to fast forward a bit to Wednesday, March 16th, 2022. Now, on that date, about some minutes to 2 o'clock in the early morning, a hoodlum went to a car dealership on Hanover Road in Kingston. We carried this story earlier, and we saw some of the comments. Yes, there were CCTV camera at the car dealership. So those who were asking, yeah man, CCTV camera were there. So on that morning, a hoodlum was seen on CCTV camera entering the property. He went to the office where he stole 3 desktop computers plus a lot of other items. The hoodlum, he then found a box with the keys for the motor vehicles that were parked in the parking lot. He was also seen removing a number of vehicle documents from the office. He went outside and he was seen using an equipment to cut off the padlocks of the main gate. This hoodlum, remember we told you that he had a number of keys for the vehicles that were parked in the parking lot. So what he did was he squeezed the remote, and the vehicle that lights up, he went into it and drove away that car. He was seen entering the property on 4 different occasions until about 6 o'clock in the morning. And each time he returned, he did the same thing. Squeezed the remote, and the vehicle that lights up, he drove it away. He ended up stealing 5 vehicles. One 2015 red convertible BMW Coupe, a 2014 BMW, a 2016 blue BMW, a 2017 white Mercedes Benz, and a 2019 Range Rover. The matter was reported to the police and they commenced investigation. Now, later that day, the BMW Coupe, it was recovered by the police in Spanish Town. The very next day, Thursday, March 17th, 2022, the Range Rover, it was found by the police in Black River in the parish of St. Elizabeth. The driver for the vehicle, who claimed he had purchased it, he was taken into police custody. Now, hold on a bit. I soon get back to the driver. Hold on. Later that same evening of March 17th, the Mercedes Benz, it was found by the police at Hampton Green in Spanish Town in the parish of St. Catherine. 2 days later, on Saturday, March 19th, 2022, the 2014 BMW, it was recovered at Cherry Gardens in the parish of St. Andrew. Now, to date, the 2016 BMW, it has not been found. Now, back to the man who was found driving the Range Rover in St. Elizabeth. You remember that man who is on your screen? Yes, man. That's Ricardo Sudlow, popularly known as Rick. Now, Rick, like we told you, he was wanted for the killing of Adrian Lawrence from January 27th, 2022 in the parish of St. Mary. Guess what happened now? The police, they charged Rick for the theft of the 5 vehicles, as also breaking into the office and stealing the other items. The police, they are claiming that the man seen on the CCTV footage at the car dealership that night or that early morning is Ricardo Sudlow, popularly known as Rick. We are also told that Rick, he was never ever employed to this car dealership. Neither was he in any type of business with them. So some persons were saying that this must have been an inside job. The allegations are that Rick, he had no business with this car dealership. Rick, he'll be going back to court on June 2 to answer to these charges, that is in relation to the incident where the 5 cars were stolen. Now, he was sent to the parish of St. Mary, where he was formally charged for the murder of Adrian Lawrence. So, Ricardo Sudlow, he pleaded not guilty for stealing the motor vehicles. He's now facing a charge of murder in the parish of St. Mary. So, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. And I am just giving you the allegations. I'm not finding Rick guilty or not guilty for anything. We are watching this one closely and we'll be updating you as the cases proceed in court. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye NewzLynx and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica.